Section 1. Height relationships. First, the students will be asked to measure their height in inches with a measuring tape.
Allie is 63 inches tall.
Next, the students will be asked for other sensible units of measurement for height.
Feet or centimeters?
Sounds good to me.
Next, we'll explain how the conversion can work between inches and feet and inches and centimeters.
Okay, well, if Allie is 63 inches tall, there are 12 inches in a foot. So we need to figure out how many feet are in 63 inches. So what we would do is we'd put in 63 inches, and the conversion is 1 foot for 12 inches. Because it's inches times feet divided by inches, inches will cancel out and we'll be left with feet. So essentially what we're doing is 63 divided by 12 equals how many feet? And that is
5.3.
So Allie is 5.3 feet tall. If we do the same thing for centimeters, Allie is 63 inches tall, and there are 2.54 centimeters in 1 inch. We are essentially doing inches times centimeters divided by inches. So inches cancel out, and we're left with centimeters. So 63 times 2.54 equals roughly 164 centimeters, about. So Allie is 164 centimeters tall.
Section 2. Weight relationships. Students were asked to weigh themselves using a scale in pounds.
110 pounds.
The students were then asked for other sensible units of measurement for weight.
How about grams?
Good idea. Any others?
Kilograms?
Good job.
Next, the students were asked to convert their weight in pounds into both kilograms and grams.
Okay, Laura. So you weigh 110 pounds. Let's go over and look at this conversion over here. Which one has pounds in its conversion?
The kilogram one.
All right. So let's start off with your 110 pounds. And if we're going to use the 1 kilogram equals 2.2 pounds, we want to put the 2.2 pounds on the bottom and the 1 kilogram on the top, so that we multiply across the top and divide across the bottom. So our pounds will cancel out. We'll end up with kilograms. And how many kilograms will that equal?
55?
Okay, now let's take your kilograms and convert it to grams. So we'll start with your 55 kilograms and convert it to grams. Since we want to end up with grams, we want to put the kilograms diagonal from each other so that they cancel out. So the unit conversion here is that 1 kilogram equals 1,000 grams. So 55 times 1,000 equals
55,000. That's a lot.
55,000 grams. That's approximately 55,000 paper clips.
Wow.
Oh, students, what would you use to measure this paperclip? What weight measurements would you use to measure this paperclip?
Grams.
Good job, Alex. What weight measurements would you use to measure this ocean fish?
Grams?
Guess again.
How about kilograms?
That sounds like a better guess. How about this rhinoceros?
Well, it's big too, so probably kilograms.
Good idea. Can you believe that this rhinoceros almost weighs 1 million paperclips?
Wow.
Wow.
Section 3. Distance relationships. The It's in the city of Lawrence. Now, let's say we live right here. Up in the left-hand corner, you'll notice that there's a scale that says 1 mile equals that amount of distance, according to the map. Likewise, 1 kilometer equals that distance, according to the map. Now let's use this to figure out how many miles it'll take to get to the community pool. Well, if we want to figure out in miles, we can place 1, 2, and 3 of those distances within that distance. That will equal out to be 3 miles. Likewise, if we wanted to, we could place kilometers in instead of miles. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and not quite 5 kilometers. This is going to give us 4.8 kilometers. Likewise, let's say we're hungry and we actually want to go to Chipotle. Chipotle is right there, so let's do the same thing we just did. For miles, we'll have 1, 2, 3. 3 miles. And since the distance is the same, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4.8 kilometers. The same thing can be done if we use a conversion factor. Now, let's convert our miles to kilometers to check to see if our distances were correct. If we remember right, in order to get to Chipotle from your house, we're going to go 3 miles. The unit conversion from miles to kilometers can be found to be 1 mile is equal to 1.6 kilometers. Now, since we want the miles to cancel, we'll put the miles in the bottom so that we'll be left with kilometers on top. After canceling out our units, and then multiplying 3 times 1.6 kilometers, we see that the total kilometers is 4.8. If we remember our math, that's exactly the amount we thought it was.
For enrichment activities, we have a worksheet involving the factor label method. At the top, we have a conversion factor table to help students, and below, a series of sample questions that they can complete. For students who have difficulties writing and other impairments, we have the same worksheet, the similar table. Instead, we've used Microsoft Equation Editor to put the conversion units in there for them, so all they have to do is fill in the blanks with the numbers. Also, if a paper document isn't good for students who have difficulties writing, they can also edit this document using the equation editor by double-clicking and typing in the numbers that are required.